Hey, what's up YouTube? Anthony Paul, Aikido of Virginia Beach, and Iwama Warriors. And yes, we're back again with another video. This time, alright, all the internet trolls saying women can't do Aikido, women can't do this, that, and the other, they're the weaker sex. And I call BS on them. Alright, so what we're going to show is, got your back against the wall, what are you going to do? With me, and I have Sarah as well, Miss Moss. So OG is going to be attacking Sarah, and what we're going to show is Sarah's going to be pinned up against the wall, right? So you find yourself in that situation, you know, he's grabbed her. A bunch of things can happen here. He can be coming in to punch her, he can be coming in to smack her, and what Sarah can do, you know, we always train hands in front of our center, and of course you want to protect your face. Sarah's going to get her hands up in front of her center. That allows her a couple different things, right? She can turn side to side. Sarah, go ahead and just show that you can. She can pivot, even if he's just pushing one side. She's going to come over top and grab right at his elbow. Right? Now, with that, she's going to turn away from his back foot and his back fist, because he's probably going to come in, you know, with a, you know, a hook punch, a slap, you know, something of that, or trying to grab her other shoulder with that control. And as she does that, she comes off that wall, cutting right into the neck. Right? That can be applied as a strike, thinking hard to soft. As Sarah comes in, right, you're going hard to soft right here. If you move your hand real quick, you got that carotid artery, right? Hit somebody there hard enough, you're going to knock them out. So you're going hard to soft. You got the outside of the forearm, the bone right here. You have the outside bone right against that neck, creating pressure on there. You can use it as a strike, you can use it as a pressure point. What that did, Jeff, if you get down, showing where her feet and stuff are, that freed up Sarah's hips. And with that, Aikido is, you know, use your hips for everything. Whether it's Ikkyo, Nikkyo, Sankyo, Yankyo, all the way through Urimi Nage, right? You use the hips. That freed up Sarah's hips. What that allows her to do now is bring that back foot forward. All right, allowing her to do a modified hip throw, or what we call a koshi nage, right? Throwing over the small of the back. Now, Sarah keeps her center low because, of course, you know, a male attacker most of the time is going to weigh more than, you know, the female that they're attacking. They could be the same size, they could be heavier. She's going to keep her center low, and she brought her other hand around, and she's grabbing the top of his gi. You can grab top of their arm, you can grab, you know, their shirt. And as she does this, she's going to turn her hips away from the attacker and pulling that arm straight down. So go ahead, Sarah, and throw. Throwing him right over the hip. Now, right here, she can take that into a pin, bring that bottom hand and sweeping his arm, or calling it a windshield wiper, bring that back hand around his arm. So you're going to bring it around here. So come around. You're going to windshield wipe this, tucking it into her arm. Now she's going to take her inside hand, she's going to grab her wrist back or grab her shirt, and she can actually grab OG's bicep right there with that free hand. Dropping her hips down and forward, and then she can arch that back, submitting the attacker. You know, she can take that further, she can, you know, if she really applied enough force, she could snap that elbow depending on the situation. So she can hold it right there, and then she has, you know, a bunch of different things she can do from that position, right? She subdued her attacker, she can take it further, you know, make sure they're not getting up again. Depending on the situation, she can snap that elbow. Most people don't want to get up from a broken elbow. So again, starting from the same position, same attack, he's coming in, grabbing that shoulder. So go ahead, Sarah, all the way through. So OG comes around for that smack or that punch, pressing right up against that wall. She can use that wall to her advantage too. You bring that hip forward, grabbing the top of the gi, drop that center, and throw. So start to finish OG grabs. You know, everyone thinks that, you know, you can only perform Aikido if you have the attacker's, you know, momentum. At this point, the momentum stopped. And she's going to create her own momentum and using different angles and changing the dynamics of the attack and the technique. All right? So one more time. So as he grabs, go straight into it. Just, you know, be mindful of the wall. And then you can take it into a bunch of different things. She can break his grip, you know. She can come across with that backhand. So take it over top, roll his knuckles over. And she has almost a Nikyo right there. She can drop that right on his shoulder. Right? So if you get right here, bring that right there, bring this right here, and then take it, you know, that way. Taking the elbow back, creating a Nikyo. And pressing down, submitting the attacker as well. Right, so this is the first time Sarah's done it. So we walk through step by step how to do it. You know, the more you do these kind of things, the easier, the more natural it's going to come to you. And the more you train the basics. That's why we did the Aikido basics. Ikkyo, Nikyo, and Sankyo. You know, we'll show some of the basics with Arimi Nage and, you know, Sankyos. You're showing those how to put those together. And eventually we'll get to a Koshinage or the hip throw. What we do in Aikido is show different attacks, how to get to that, and the variations that lead to the practical application of Aikido. So again, thank you to OG and Sarah. We're the Iwama Warriors. Make sure you like, share, comment, you know, subscribe to our channel, and we'll catch you guys later.